All right, I know tomorrow's going to be a rush day, so the worksheet that we worked on yesterday, which I'll let you finish up in class, I have here. I will post this answer key online if you need to see any of the questions worked out. But I did also devise for you guys a practice test for this section, and I thought I'd work that out for you guys pretty quickly. So let's go ahead. So before break, we had one section, section 5.5, that was about story problems and about going from a rate to like a total amount. So this first question, water leaks from a tank at a rate of 3 plus 2t liters per hour, where t is the number of hours after 8 a.m. How much water is lost between 9 and 11 a.m.? So if we're looking to set this up, we want to know how much water was lost. If the time starts at, let's say 0 is 8 a.m., 9 a.m. would be 1, 10, 11 would be 3, of 3 plus 2t dt. That would be the setup for this integral. So this is pretty easy to integrate. We have 3t plus, add 1, so that's 2, multiplied by the reciprocal, so t squared. And then this is a definite, so we go from 1 to 3. So we have 9 plus 9 minus 3 plus 1. So this is 18 minus 4. So the amount of liters lost is going to be 14 liters. Moving on. How are displacement and distance traveled different? Displacement is the area under the curve for velocity. Total distance would be the absolute value of the displacement. So looking at the integrals, let's see if we can do any of these. We have simple u substitution, so we have u equals x plus 16. So then du would be dx. So this is a simple u substitution. That would be the integral of u to the negative second du. So we add 1, multiplied by the reciprocal, so negative u to the negative first plus c. And then we just plug in what that is. So this would be negative 1 over x plus 16 plus c. Next one. We can make u x minus 1. So that means du would be dx. Now, I'm not replacing that. I need something else to replace that x, so I'm going to say x equals u plus 1. So now I have everything I need. That's the integral of u plus 1 times u to the 1/2, because that's the square root of u, du. I have to multiply this out a little bit, so that's the integral of u to the 3/2 plus u to the 1/2 du. Now I can integrate that. So that's the when I integrate, I don't write the integral symbol. So add 1, so that's 5/2, so 2/5 u to the 5/2 plus add 1. So I have u to the 3/2 multiplied by the reciprocal in front plus c. Now I just sub back in what u is. So I have 2/5 x minus 1 to the 5/2 plus 2/3 x minus 1 to the 3/2 plus c. Next up, here I see my nested function is 2x plus x squared plus 2x. So I'm going to say u is x squared plus 2x. I'm going to take the derivative of that. So I get du equals 2x plus 2 dx. Now, I don't have 2x plus 2, but I see that these are related, so I'm going to factor out a 2. So that gives me 1/2 du equals x plus 1 dx. Now this is just a simple replacement. I have 1/2 the integral. Well, if I changed my variable, I can change my bounds. So if I plug in 0, I get 0. If I plug in 1, I get 1 plus 2, which is 3. And that is just u to the 5th du. So now I just have to integrate that. So that's 1/2, add 1, u to the 6th. So multiply by the reciprocal, 1/6, u to the 6th, from 0 to 3. 1/2 times 1/6 is 1/12 of 3 to the 6th minus 0 to the 6th, so that's 0. And then we can just quickly check. 3 to the 6th is 729 over 12. So that answer is going to be 243 over 4. That's my exact value. Last one. I have a constant up top, and I have something squared plus 1. That looks like tangent to me. So I'm going to say u squared equals 3x squared. So that means u equals x root 3. You could write root 3 times x, but you don't want to make you want to make sure that the square root's not looking like it's underneath. The x is not under the square root. So then du is just dx. So this gives me the integral of 1 over u squared plus 1 du, 1 over root 3, 1 over root 3 du equals dx. So antiderivative of this is just inverse tangent. So I have 1 over root 3 inverse tangent of x root 3 plus c. Hopefully this video is helpful. If you need any other answers to the worksheet we did in class, it's going to be posted online. Good luck studying.